Hi. So, Karvaly here with an episode of Are These Going to Be Songs That We Work On? That's not what I wanted. There's what I wanted. So, we're going to start with about 5 songs, and I'm going to put them out there, and then we'll find out, for one thing, what the boss thinks. But anybody's allowed to comment, and this is, making some prioritizing choices about what's going to be done first. So, I don't really want any hate. I don't really want to hear, oh, I don't like that song, but hearing strong preferences for songs and asking for certain things to be more developed or say maybe put that one on the back burner, that would be really helpful. And thank you. So, let me get the mic. Okay, it's called Black's My Color. This one, the melody, uncertain. So there's some pieces in there that I have, and the rest of it I'm just doing what I think, and all of these things are going to be more fleshed out when there are musicians. That's the idea. I never really wanted to write every note. That's not the idea. I want to be able to. I want to be able to do something credible on my own, but that's not my goal. So black's my color. Here we go. Black's my color. Down, honey, float higher, so ever younger. Black's my color, so depressing, filled with power, naked hunger. Play my mind, beat the drum, scream away, so ever hot love. Black's my color. Pulse the fever, put your finger on the spot, love. Can you feel my darkness, holding my mind in place? Reach inside and bless my spirits, living in this wild space. Black's my color, down, honey. I'm younger, so I'm older too. Black's my color, I'm depressing, filled with power, I desire you. Play the minds, beat the system, scream away, so ever heard love. Black's my color, fever's pulsing. Put your finger on the spotlight, or on the love spot. Can you feel my darkness holding my mind in place? Reach inside and hold my spirits, living in this wild space. Can you feel my darkness floating my mind dimensionally? Reach inside and gorge on courage. I eat mine intentionally. Black's my color, down here. I'm younger, so I'm older too. Black's my color, I'm depressing, filled with power, I desire you. Play the minds, beat the system, scream away, so ever her love. Black's my color, fever's pulsing. Put your finger on the spot, love. So I'm not going to do boa constrictor right now, because boa constrictor is already in. So I think I'll star the ones I like, and then if there's a no, I'll unstar it and move it. That makes sense to me. All right. So the next one I'm going to audition here is called Cookie Jar. Even in my fantasy car, I would not choose to go too far. On one lone strip of highway tar, like I wouldn't stop at one cigar. And wish on every evening star play tunes on another guitar. That's just the way life tasters are. With hand inside the cookie jar. With hand inside the nookie jar. That's just the way we tasters are. We don't have just one song to sing. I won't agree to wear a ring. I've never been a girl to cheat. Not much for drama, games to see. It gets too rough, I have my feet. No one's business if you're discreet. My hand inside the cookie jar. My hands are in the cookie jar. My hands are in the nookie jar. My friends are in the nookie jar. So what if I like variety? Shake my ass in impropriety. Lift my glass to toast society. Laugh out loud at notoriety. Why keep it under lock and key? What else? That much fun is free. They can't take this away from me. My edge, yeah, my fluidity. My hand inside the cookie jar. My hands are in the cookie jar. My hands are in the nookie jar. My friends are in the nookie jar. Staring out to infinity, contemplating morbidity, aware of time's rapidity, and way too much stupidity. Oh, my hand inside the cookie jar. My hands are in the cookie jar. My hands are in the nookie jar. My friends are in the nookie jar. My friends are in the cookie jar. My friends are in the nookie jar. My hand is inside the cookie jar. Mm-hmm. That was Cookie Jar. And this next one's Curvaceous. I don't know if I'm ready for curvaceousness venue. Thing with it is, it really requires two different voices. I can do it. It sounds a little funny switching back and forth. And I could use a deeper, more masculine voice. Daddy's Power is going to be controversial. I think we'll wait on it. I'm going to come down here to Elusive. That'll be my number 3 for today. This has been tested out, and people like it. They just like the word underwear, but here it goes. Elusive, creative, lots of times elated, wishes you well, but somewhat belated, charmingly fluid, quirky and resilient. He looks right through me by accident. Expensive grasses in the air, and so is the smell of underwear. Watch him play, watch him charm, watch him play at Big One, sitting and smiling and looking so free. Too bad he has to look right through me. Expensive grasses all around. Someone grows it in the ground. Selective, seductive, lacking stupid smack. Walks away smiling, but doesn't come back. Flexible, credible, possibly edible, like Gumby, pretty bendable. Expensive grass is in my head. I wish she heard what I just said. Psychedelic, democratic, and a tiny bit erratic. Charismatically tied and properly aromatic. Sitting and smiling and looking so free. I look at him, he looks through me. He just wants to climb up a tree and look at the world, feeling free. Expensive grasses in the air. No one here seems to care about the smell of underwear. I stared at him and he passed me a pipe. Somehow the moment was sort of ripe. One of the ways he stays so free. Too bad he has to look right through me. Expensive grasses in the air, overpowering the smell of underwear. I think I have a note from the boss. I do. It's something to watch on YouTube, so I will. But first, 2 more songs. I have to look at these 2 because I don't quite remember what they are. If I forget, I'll do them. If not, I'll move on. Nah. No, I know what that is. No. I mean, yeah, but not yet, you know? Face It Yo is cool, but I think Have It All is cool for this venue. Milieu, either one. Shushies, 2 more. This is called Have It All. We want it all, we want it all, we want it all, we want it all. We were raised to want the best of everything available. Try to get it all, try to get it all, try to get it all, get it all. We were raised to be Americans, and we deserve to have it all, and saleable. Our streets are not literally paved with gold. That's just a story, that's all. Hopeful person told grass isn't really greener in our valleys, and crappy traffic makes all of us and our cows less happy. As Americans, we are taught to want it all, to want it all. As Americans, we are taught that we deserve it all. We want it all. As Americans, we are taught that God and right are on our side. As Americans, we are taught to want it all, bite it all, grab it all. How did founding fathers become suburban soccer moms? The landed gentry once protected made a ghetto from some family farms. We fought a war and took some land from some other people resting here. They came back to work the land some more. We want their strong arms. Don't carry toy arms. A God-given right to have it all. We have a God-given right to have it all. We are Americans, so we expect nothing small. Even poor Americans deserve to have it all. Especially white Americans expect to have it all. Walmart works, it gives these folks stuff they cannot afford to get from the mall. They don't understand on the rest of the planet. We used to call it manifest destiny, damn it! The American dream is a lazy utopia, feeding from an unquestioned cornucopia. Let robots do the working, let the rich enjoy their money. Just give us beer and weed and pizza, honey. Let us play and dream and agonize, sharing music and our cigarettes. We philosophize. You know they have us locked in fresh air cages, trying to earn the American dream on our wages. We are Americans, so we expect nothing small. As Americans, we are taught to want it all. A God-given right to have it all. Americans are taught we get it all. Some of us are getting that something here is missing. There is a rising chorus sounding like a lot of hissing. The fearless leaders locked in a contest pissing. How do we get the rest of them listening against the deafening drone of we want it all, we want it all, we want it all, we want it all. We were raised to want the best of everything life has to offer. Try to get it all, try to get it all, try to get it all. We were raised to be Americans and we deserve to have it all. Ba 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 bum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum bum. That was 4, and that was called Have It All. So I think I'll do Held Together. I think that sounds good. It's different. It's called Held Together. Her face was held together by anger and illegal drugs. She didn't get enough childhood hugs. She thinks she's not an addict, she's successful academically, but each day starts and stops chemically. She looks 55, but she's 28. Most people won't give it to her straight. Add a bitter layer to the ruined face. She thinks she's not an addict, but she's in a hard place. Her life was held together by danger and illegal drugs. Hers is a life where everybody shrugs. Each boyfriend likes to feed her face. She thinks she's not an addict, but she's in outer space. Her happiness was held together with illegal drugs. Each holiday she has to celebrate, she did it underneath the interstate. Her father thinks he's an addict, but he knows his place. She looks 55, but she's 28. Most people won't give it to her straight. Add a bitter layer to the ruined face. She thinks she's not an addict, but she's in a hard place. Her morning was held together by 911. That didn't turn out to be very fun. Her face is held together. Her face is held together. Her face is held together, but she doesn't know how. No, no, no. No, she doesn't know how. Mama, 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 mama. No, 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 no. And that, my darling audience and non-audience, future audience, will do for this stream. Karvaly out.